Hello. Shit. You know what I forgot? Again? Damn it. Piss. Okay, now we should be good. Now we should be all right. Did you see the hemp ban? Yeah, sure did. Sure did. Just gonna make a bunch of people start buying street weed again. It's just gonna make the cartels more powerful. It's just gonna make illegal drug dealers here in America more powerful. Just gonna enrich them a little bit, which is probably what the president wants. I mean, the president is in good with all kinds of criminals and all kinds of cartels and gangs and shit like that. He is such a corrupt dude, so it would not be, honestly, you know what? If it comes out at some point that this was included in that bill as a direct result of lobbying by organized crime in, in Central America and here in the United States, that wouldn't shock me not one little bit. Because who stands to benefit more from hemp becoming illegal again than the fucking cartels? Literally. Answer me that. Who stands to benefit besides the cartels? Like, at all? Who stands to benefit from cannabis products that are derived from THC, or THC products that are not derived from cannabis, that are derived from regular old hemp products? Who benefits from that besides the cartels? Because somebody that is buying like gas station weed and shit like that is not just going to go get their medical card and start buying weed legally. I mean, I guess some of them probably will, but a lot of people are just going to go back to buying street weed. So who does this benefit most? Alcohol companies benefit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I grow my own shit. I mean, if you have the ability to, you probably should be at this point. Because I'm pretty sure that they're going to come after legalization, y'all. I'm pretty sure that they are going to come after legalization. So be ready for that. Be ready. You're not supposed to be happy and you're not supposed to enjoy your life in America. And like weed, unlike alcohol, actually lets you enjoy the experience a little bit. So they're going to ban it again. They're going to go after it again. You're not allowed to be a working class person and be happy in America. You're not allowed to be. Literally, you are not allowed to be. Literally, you are not allowed to be. It might as well be illegal to be happy and a poor person. Or really just to be happy and not a billionaire. Because they really disincentivize it. I mean, think about it. Every single fucking thing they can do to make them to make the lower classes miserable, they do it. Every single thing they can engage in. From hiking up rent to hiking up grocery prices constantly to ensuring that there's always less and less choice. What's up, Casey? I'm not saying I'm not happy. I'm saying that I'm not allowed to be happy. And neither are you, if you're a working class person. Sorry about that. Make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way. Every single time you hit that like button is a chance to send the stream out to even more people, which increase the quality of your viewing pleasure by increasing the number of people who engage in the chat. My favorite trans streamer. Aw. How sweet. Are you a girl or a boy? A girl. Like, what I'm saying is that it's not illegal to have fun as a working class person in America, but it is disincentivized. Really, the only things that are incentivized in America, if you're a working class person, is consumerism. Consumerism is pretty heavily incentivized, and working a menial job. I mean, that's incentivized by just having to do that in order to survive for most people, but the incentive is still there. It still counts. Other than that, though, if you want to do something really pleasurable, you're going to have to amass some wealth for that. Thanks, I like you too. Can you play something on the guitar? I could, but you guys have not made the super chat goal. Our daily super chat goal to break out the guitar is, I believe, we got up to, well, the daily goal was $30, but I think we got up to 15 earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So we need another 15 to break out the guitar. I know. Tragic. Streamer sets goals for interesting things that happens on stream. I know. Completely unseen monetization model. You ain't be looking like no woman? I can't think of a single man I've ever met that would ever be willing to let himself be photographed with this many blankets on. Just saying. Did I really not bring anything out here like that? Did I really do that? Damn it! God, I gotta get a new coat. I gotta get a new trench coat so bad. This thing is falling the fuck apart. Were you born a man? That's none of your business, actually. When chat getting slow mode, chat too fast. Oh shit. That's how I know that the regulars are sick of the what I call the algo chat. That's how I know. I sent. Oh, dude. I was gonna say thank you for the happy poop. I didn't know that was you that sent it, Gemma. I wasn't gonna call it out specifically because I didn't know it was you that sent it, but because it went by so quickly. But thank you for the happy poop. I appreciate it. I did see it. Also, Gemma, I forgot to hit you up before I started the stream because I'm retarded. But I took a look at the Discord. The only thing I would change on it. Fuck, I wanted to launch it tonight. The only thing I would change on it, and it's not really a change, I would just like add, you know, like some little section on there, like on rules maybe. But just listing the rules, which I know we don't have like a shit ton of rules over there, but just, you know, readable, original, interesting, just the same shit basically that's over here. Just so that people know what the vibe is over there, you know, and include a fourth, just like don't break Discord's TOS, don't get us all banned, please, something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, Gemma, if you can make those changes, you can go ahead and start posting the link. Man, brush your teeth? I'm not a man, but I do brush my teeth pretty regularly. You need to moderate your chat. You have multiple fascists posting hate speech and hate symbols. We do that on purpose here. Yeah. It's an unmoderated chat on purpose. I am one of the last channels on YouTube that actually encourages people to have honest conversations with their real viewpoints because I am of the opinion that sunlight is the best medicine. I'm of the opinion that you don't know you have a fascist problem unless you can see them posting their stupid fascist bullshit in chat. When you make it clear that they have to use euphemistic language and that they have to beat around the bush and they have to pretend to be something else, you get a giant series of lies and bullshit. And honestly, even though I'm the kind of person that invites a fascist to just be open about it, I still deal with people who know that it is never, ever, ever a good look optically to be a Nazi online. So I still deal with people that are trying to bullshit me despite that rule. Despite being a person who encourages people to be as forthright as they possibly can with their viewpoints, I still deal with bullshitters. I still deal with people trying to lie about what they view or what they believe, what their viewpoints are. And so I encourage people to be their most truthful selves here, but that's why things sometimes slip by that don't pass muster on other chats. And I understand that's not everybody's environment for sure. We do police it to some degree, you know, just to stay within YouTube's TOS and everything. But this is not a heavily policed chat, even though I read it. Is there a way to join your Discord? I am waiting on Gemma to get back to me about that. Okay, sure, I'll do that right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, Gemma said making the changes. So once Gemma confirms to me that that's all done and that the link is ready, then she's going to start posting the link and I will pin it so you guys can get there easier. What are you diagnosed with? Honestly, the only things that I know for a fact I'm diagnosed with, I know I have gout, or I'm developing gout. I know I've got recurrent cellulitis. And as far as like mental health diagnoses, literally the only thing I know for sure is autism. And I've known that since I was like 8 years old. But as far as like depression, anxiety, BPD, I don't know. Like I'm assuming because I go through really harsh mood changes and stuff like that, I'm assuming I probably got one of those, but I don't engage in self-diagnosis. And um, because of that, there's not a whole lot of utility in me not fantasizing, but like imagining what it might be or trying to guess. You know, I just don't think there'd be a whole lot of utility in it. All right, PV, I added the TOS rules. If there's anything else, let me know. I'm still new at making servers. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm down to 7 viewers. I love that. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm stupid as fuck. I really should have messaged Gemma before I started tonight's stream, and I didn't, and that's my bad. No, Ethan, it's literally just a matter of I was supposed to fucking coordinate with Gemma before I started tonight's stream, and I didn't, because I completely forgot about it. Dude, if something is not, like, literally jammed into my head a million times, I will just forget about it. I've got no object permanence. So Gemma, I went to check the Discord server that we're talking about, and I don't know if I'm just not like I don't know, but I couldn't see where you added them at. But it also won't let me see the message history of the welcome channel. So I don't know if I did something wrong or if that's something wrong on the back end. I've never even made a Discord server, so I have no idea how it works. I have no fucking clue how the back end of that shit works. I've never even fucked with it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, by the way. Every single time you hit that like button, is a chance to send the stream out to even more people to increase the quality of your viewing pleasure by increasing the number of people engaged in the chat. No, I probably did it wrong, but I'll fix it. Can you send me Ethan's Discord? Oh, I don't know Ethan. I was just responding to them in the chat. Yeah, I was just responding to them in the chat. If you can test it with a if you can test it with like a sock account or something like that, just let me know whenever it's working and everything's like publicly visible and shit, you know? Because I don't know how it works, but I imagine that there's probably some kind of role lock associated with certain channels. I assume that's how it works. Why are you so bundled up? Because it's cold. Because it's cold. Well, there you go, Gemma. Ethan put his Discord information in the chat if you want to add him real quick and get some Discord advice, because he did offer. What is the purpose of this stream? Right now, the purpose is tech support. No, the purpose is to have conversations to bring people from diverse political and religious and philosophical identities together to have interesting conversations with coarse language and our most genuine personalities. Why did your internet tweak out, or were you trolling us? I was going to see if the Discord is got the finishing touches on it, because I looked at it. I was like, there's probably things that I'll figure out later, but for now, this will work. This will work. This will work for now. Are you Jewish, Christian, atheist, or other? I guess I would consider myself an atheist. I certainly don't believe in the Christian God or any of the various paternal deities that are proposed by various people around the world. I certainly don't find myself an adherent of any of those belief systems. And I suppose in many circles that makes me an atheist. I swear, half the lighters in this fucking trailer are dying. How did your debate go? I tried to finish it, but I can't watch someone so openly dishonest and evil as Hake. You really should watch it. There really are some. I get some stellar moments in there. Oh man, you at least got to make it to the point. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Margot, you at least need to make it to the point in the debate. You got to mute the mic when you're coughing. Oh yeah, I probably do need to do that now that I have a lapel mic, huh? What was I gonna say? Fuck, I keep losing it. Okay, Margot, you have to fucking keep watching the debate until you get to the point where Hake starts to defend January 6th, because I have this great line on there. I'm like, I don't know. What about January 6th? And Hake tries to defend it. And I'm like, Hake, hey, it's not. No, Hake, they brought a gallows. Hake, they brought a gallows. They brought a gibbet. My friend, they brought a gallows. They brought a literal gibbet to the White House. Or to the Capitol. I recognize it wasn't the White House, but you fucking get what I'm saying. You get the point. And it was a great moment. It's a very funny moment. I can't remember the breadth of it, but you gotta see it. Somebody send Jillybug some money. She asked, and she asked honestly. Somebody reward that shit. Somebody reward that shit. Somebody in chat, come on. Somebody reward that shit. They asked, and they were fucking honest. No player hating. Somebody reward that shit. If you can't afford weed, you don't need weed, in my opinion. That's a hot take. Man, that is a wild hot take. Yeah, I couldn't disagree more, honestly, Bree, but righteous. I think the less you can afford, the more likely you are to need weed. How is that a hot take? Because poverty sucks. Weed makes things that suck not suck as much. Seems like a pretty simple equation. I don't know. Nah, dude, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta recognize the suck in order to make it better. Sometimes there is no making it better, Bree. And I'm even talking about for me. I'm a monetized YouTuber that sits around smoking weed and talking shit on the internet for a living. Obviously, I'm exempt from these criticisms, you know? Oh, I don't know if you consider me exempt from the criticisms, but I do. I don't consider myself called out in any of the things you're saying. But, you know, most of the stoners I've met that pay their bills, but sometimes have to go without weed because it's just not in the budget, which is, I think, what a person probably means usually when they say they can't afford weed. They're not saying they're like, holy shit, I'm jonesing so bad, I'm considering giving up my rent for weed. I think they're probably meaning like, you know, I paid all my bills and there's nothing left in this month's budget for a little pot. Which, in my mind, is no different than a cigarette smoker hitting up one of their friends and like asking if they can bum a couple of packs and get them back later on down the road. I don't know. Like, should that person just stop cold turkey because they can no longer budget it, like, into their overall budget? Like, despite the fact that the costs going up had nothing to do with them, right? Like, the economy has nothing to do with them. They can live, die, and grow mushrooms in their butt crack. It doesn't matter. The market's going to continue forward. Prices are going to go up, prices are going to go down. And that person, right, maybe they were able to budget it 2 months ago, and this month they don't have the budget for it. Are they just supposed to stop cold turkey? I don't think so. Um, Add to that the fact that there's a lot of people who use weed for medicinal purposes. There are plenty of people who can't afford their medicine, but they definitely need it. So I don't know. That's why I think it's a hot take, Bree. Is just because I think it's like kind of classist, I guess. I think it's kind of classist and presumptuous a little bit. I hope this doesn't turn into like a Bree versus Paul kind of thing where we don't talk to each other for 2 months. I just like knowing how people feel about shit. I like arguing, but we don't have to get like personal about it if you don't want to, because I don't want you to feel like I'm like trying to like beat you over the head with my drug-addled brain, you know? I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to like force the conversation or the narrative to be one particular way, but I'm also not going to mince words, and I do think that that take is both classist and presumptuous. Hello from New York City. What's going on? I just stumbled across your chat thingy. Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, no, you too. Thank you for sure. You just smoke your pipe on camera. Is that even allowed? It's discouraged in the community guidelines, but it is not banned by the terms of service. So, eh, kinda. It's hard to explain my real opinion in a YouTube chat, but yes, I disagree with you. Well, like I said, that's fine. We can disagree with each other. One of these days, though, Bree, you're just gonna have to come on stream. I think we've talked about it, haven't we? When are we gonna do that? When do we want to do that? Because I'm down to do it any time, literally. But one of these days we need to do it, dude. And this is a good opportunity for discourse. If I know us, this is a really good opportunity for discourse. What's Dude, Bree? So now somebody thinks my dead name. They said my real name, but my dead name. Um, Now somebody thinks my dead name is Paul because I was referencing. Man, YouTube chats are just full of the best and brightest, aren't they? I know, dude. That's fucking hilarious. And dude, Bree, it would only be even more hilarious if you knew my dead name. I'm down whenever. I'm beans and rice pilled. Uh, don't say you're down whenever, or I'll just fucking have you on right now. No, I'm sure you're busy right now, but it would be an interesting fucking conversation. I can't lie. It would be an incredibly interesting conversation. So let me ask you this. Maybe we can just take it issue by issue, unless you're not busy right now and you do just want to come on. Because I mean, I could always, hmm, probably the best way for me to do it. You can come on for like 30 minutes. Hmm. I'm just thinking. I wonder. Because my lapel mic has noise cancellation, right? And so what I'm wondering is if I were to call you on Discord while I'm on the stream, would they be able to pick up your audio? Because otherwise I'd have to end the stream. We can try it. Yeah, literally, let's just try it. Because fuck it. Like, the worst that happens is it just doesn't sound right. But yeah, we're just going to try it. So I'm going to take my lapel mic off, and that way maybe things will work better. I'll have to have you on speakerphone. So, hopefully there's no issues that come from that. I'll have to have you on speakerphone, though. We'll see how this works. Do you already have my Discord added, Bree? If not, it's in my channel description. What do you think about Muslims? I don't know. They're kind people. Of course, you have Discord. I am not really a Discord hound. I just have Discord because it's how people like my age and younger communicate these days. And I'm 27, so people, as much as 10 years younger than me are in the workforce and coworkers and shit like that. So, is what it is. Yeah, I got you. You can call whenever. Do I already have you added? Should be added. Okay.